Pink ladies, T-Birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is JImmiPynk. And strap in, folks. This might be a long one. So, I hate to do this, and I swear, I hope I don't have to do another video this serious, because as my Pink ladies and T-Birds know, it is birthday month. It's gonna be May, and I was gonna get cute. It's beautiful outside, finally in Ohio, but I did just work 12 hours, and I'm tired, and really what I just want to do is drink some beers, finish watching Wild Wild Country, and go to fucking bed. But for those of my Pink ladies and T-Birds that actually follow me on Twitter, you'll know I've been in a Twitter battle basically the whole 12 hours I was at work about this hashtag MuteRKelly shit. Also, my Pink ladies and T-Birds will know that I've brought this up in lives recently, in other lives and other videos about R. Kelly and how, well, black people, we fucked up with R. Kelly. And the chickens are coming home to roost. So, for my viewers that are not familiar with R. Kelly, and I'm sure a few of y'all is already like, bitch, we know he been canceled. He been canceled to me too. But, why this is so important. So, I'm going to give you a little bit of a history of some shit that he's done. I'm going to give you some insight into black culture and how black women and black men are raised. So that I can get to the central point of why this is so important. So, first of all, yeah, this might have to be some editing because I'm going to have to cut some shit in so for those of y'all know who this is. The first thing that I say why black people fucked up, because first of all, R. Kelly has never been a super mainstream artist. Sure, he's had top 10 hits, but like I Believe I Can Fly, because that was from Space Jam, and Trapped in the Closet. He's tongue-in-cheek. He's a meme before there was a meme. So people know who R. Kelly is. He did a song with Lady Gaga. Whatever, what have you. But mostly, R. Kelly is famous because the black community put him on. The black community fucking kept him there. Firstly, years and years and years ago, for those of you that do not know who Aaliyah is, Aaliyah was an R&B singer who jumped onto the scene at the mere age of 14, 15 years old. She was R. Kelly's artist. She was R. Kelly's protege. She was also R. Kelly's illegal wife. Notice I said she was 14 or 15 years old. I'm probably going to say some things that you may have heard in some other videos. So shout out to the Rap Critic and shout out to Jamie Deluxe, my brother, who is doing God's work. Y'all really need to check out his channel because he's been doing like this deviant sexual shit for years. And with the Me Too movement, his channel just took off, but he does not get monetized. He does it for free. He just said that's what's on his heart to do, and God bless him for it. Even though he really doesn't believe in God, but God bless him for it. Anyway, so Aaliyah's debut album is called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Okay. 14-year-old girl coming out dropping R&B albums. It seems innocent enough. And even back then, we didn't catch on. So when she releases Age Ain't Nothing But a Number as a single, I believe it's the single cover and not her album cover, R. Kelly is on the album cover with her. We still didn't see that as strange because that was her artist. He was clearly the bigger name. Nothing different than what we see with Puff Daddy, who was all over all his artist videos. It just didn't click to us then. And keep in mind, I said this is 20 plus years ago. Aaliyah has since passed on. She got in a car accident. So Aaliyah's been gone for a while. But he's on the cover. The song's called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Now, when you hear the song, And if you know anything about R. Kelly, prior to like Stepping in the Name of Love and I Believe I Can Fly, he's basically known for making sex songs. Okay? Those are the songs I don't see nothing wrong with, a little bump and grind, feeling on your booty. Like, them was the type of songs he did. Give me that honey love. All that. So, he's writing for this young girl, and she comes out with this ballad, age ain't nothing but a number, going down ain't nothing but a thing. The feelings I have for you will never change. Well, for somebody that's a teenager themselves, we were just kind of listening to it and thinking it was kind of a youth in revolt. Like, you can't tell me how I feel about this guy that I'm dating, but we're thinking it's two teenagers. Rumors emerge. Again, this is pre-internet booming like it is. Rumors started emerging that they got married. And those rumors really never got confirmed until after she passed away. And they did an article about how her parents had to get the marriage annulled because he had forged documents to say that she was 18 years old so they can get married. At the time, R. Kelly was 24. We should have seen something then. We didn't. The next thing that comes out, and I can guarantee you this is somewhere between 95 and 2000 because I was in college at the time. And there was a group of football players and my friends, and it was about 11 of us deep. And the infamous R. Kelly sex tape came out. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's having sex with an underage girl. He pees on the little girl. This and this and this. So we all sat there. This is my first time that I've ever seen a pornographic movie. Even though it's homemade, it's the first time I've seen anything like this beyond Skinamax. Okay? The reason we were watching it, and there's different vignettes, by the way, of him doing sexual acts with different women. And you see one of them that's a little bit lesser known, where it's a girl and he's trying on these like little different panties and little shorts and pulling them up on her, but you never see his face in that one. But the little girl got a bun in her head with baubles. You know, the barrettes with the balls, which immediately indicates that that's somebody younger because a grown woman, and really if you think about it, an 18-year-old girl is really trying to look older. So they're not really, if you're of age, you're really not rocking those. But you can even tell, but it's from behind. Questionable, but in my opinion, I felt like that was a young girl too, but he was jerking off. We then see the video where he has a young girl, and if you are a female, maybe a male may know, but as a female, you know the developmental stages of a woman. So when you're seeing this young girl naked, dancing around, pissing down a drain to the Backstreet Boys of all songs, you're looking at the way her breasts are developed and everything, and you're not sexualizing it because you're realizing this is not no grown-ass woman. You then see her take $200, say thank you, and perform fellatio on him. You see her get pissed on. Well, here, R. Kelly also had an artist that was out briefly named Sparkle. This was Sparkle's niece. And yes, she was 15. So these people are saying like, oh, it's a rumor, it's a rumor. I saw the shit. I saw, what's the shit called? Not BET. Soul Train Awards in the background, all this shit. I seen all this shit. I seen his fucking face. It was R. Kelly, okay? He did go to court for it. He settled out of court. He did get charged with like 21 counts of child pornography. He should have been canceled then. But then he came out a few years later with the Chicago step scene and Step in the Name of Love, and lo and behold, R. Kelly was back. I'm not taking no talent away from R. Kelly. R. Kelly is a very talented songwriter. And he's a decent singer. I ain't gonna say he the best. He ain't got the coldest voice in the world. But the man can sing. And he can write a damn song. He wrote You Are Not Alone for Michael Jackson. But I seen it. And it was going around the hood like wildfire. So if I seen it in little old Podunk, Youngstown, Ohio, other people saw it too. But we still get Stepping in the Name of Love and He Back. And then you get him partnering with people like R. Kelly. And then you get him singing like on gospel songs with Kirk Franklin. The man called himself the Pied fucking Piper. Still wasn't canceled. Now here comes the sex cult accusation. People's parents was like, I feel like my child is brainwashed. This and this and this. R. Kelly has a video called Oreo. I would tell y'all look it up. But the whole point of MuteRKelly is to not get this motherfucker no more coins. So don't look it up and watch it. Maybe look up and see if somebody has an article about it. And I got this from Rude Jude. And at the time I did watch the video, so I know it to be true. He wasn't as big on his comeback, but he had a song called Oreo, where quite literally he was showing us his life. He was showing us that there was an older woman that was teaching this new girl the ropes of being one of R. Kelly's sex slaves. This man been hiding in plain sight for 20 plus years. Now, with that being said, all of these underage and of age, he gets them young now because he could, and they be of age. That's because you done already got in trouble for fucking little girls a few times now. So they're of age, but they're barely of age, getting trained by whoever like is the oldest or whatever until that person gets too old and gets kicked to the curb. And the issue is, and the reason why these major names like Ava DuVernay, like Shonda Rhimes, like these major black women that are part of the Time's Up movement are speaking out and speaking directly to women of color is because we are who is fucking supporting R. Kelly, and he's purposely targeting our little fucking girls. Now I'm going to say something. Y'all can call it what y'all want, but it's the truth. Let him have married a motherfucking 14-year-old Miley Cyrus. He'd have been up under the goddamn jail right now. He'd have never had a career again. Let him, on videotape that people have saw, piss on a little fucking white girl. His ass would have got thrown up under the fucking jail. That's why these women of color said, we need to speak exclusively to you. Listen. This man is targeting our little black girls, and motherfuckers is acting like he ain't listening. He been active and successful for 25 fucking years. We're in the midst of Time Up. We have this voice now that we're saying we're not dealing with this shit no more. So they ain't for it at the source. Because guess what? Ain't too many white people still buying R. Kelly albums or fucking concert tickets. It's black people. I will say I disagree with them addressing women of color. They should have specifically said black. Now, here's where the issue is. And where I'm saying I'm going to bring up black households, black neighborhoods, and black upbringing. First of all, first and foremost, let's talk about the conditioning of the United States, period, as black women being nothing more but cook, clean, and sexual fucking servants. That's been going on since fucking slavery. It's been portrayed in the movies since the movies was a fucking thing. It's still portrayed that way. That's why you have artists like fucking Nicki Minaj that blow up, and that's all they are, is basically a fucking blow up doll. It's why that's still the thing. Also, when you grow up, because black men, and same thing, have been vilified as aggressive, angry, violent, overly sexualized, and we've been brought up with that. We as black women have been taught, basically, don't throw your black men under the bus. Because you know they going to push whatever they get, they going to get the maximum. They going to get the most. So a lot of times, we are quiet about being physically abused, sexually assaulted. there's a whole lot of, the honest to God, just as a woman, people ain't gonna believe us, but as a black woman, they damn sure ain't gonna believe us. And then on top of that, you already vilifying our men. We don't want to prove you right. So we don't want to say nothing. But isn't that what the Time's Up movement is all about? Is to say we not doing this no more, we not keeping quiet no more. You gon' believe us. The stories are there. We not doing this no more. So for you to take powerful black women that are within this movement that has already done so much and say, you know what? Yeah, hold up for a minute. Because this shit right here been going on way too long, and we demand an investigation into what the fuck is going on because this man is proven to be a sexual fucking deviant for over 20 years. The reason why we're saying MuteRKelly is the same reason, and I'll go all the way back for my devout watchers that watch all my shit, because the first time I ever said it was the Screen Junkies video with Andy Signore, that I said I used to be one of those people, separate the art from the person. We can't do it no more. You got to hit these motherfuckers where they hurt. R. Kelly has been prosecuted, paid people off, got off. And trust me, I do feel like it's because wasn't none of them fucking white women. I do believe that. But, and also none of them had any money to fight the case either, really. So, I say that to say this. Fuck R. Kelly, and I don't give a fuck what color he is. You don't get a fucking pass because me and you got the same goddamn skin color. Because we might have the same fucking ancestors. You don't get a fucking pass no more. And if it took all of this for it to come to light, then so fucking be it. But chickens come home to roost. What's done in the dark comes to light. And the light is shining brightly at Robert fucking Kelly. Now, here's where the Twitter battles come in. I have argued with people because they said, well, I'm not canceling R. Kelly until there are receipts. We've been having receipts for 25 years. This man illegally married a 14-year-old girl, so obviously he likes little girls. And you were 24. It ain't nothing so goddamn special about a 14-year-old girl to somebody 10 years older than him wants to marry her. Sorry about it. It's not. And have sex with him. And write songs about her having fucking sex. It's not. That was orchestrated. That was brainwashing to the fucking fullest. You wrote a fucking song for the girl basically singing about her having fucking underage sex. And it was a fucking hit. And you named her goddamn album after it. I already discussed the Oreo video. You called yourself the Pied Piper. You named yourself, not that that's anything new, but with the background that you already had, naming yourself after a children's story. Not gonna cut it, bruh. Now, the argument. No receipts. Okay. Like I said, I refer you back to that video, Oreo. I've gotten an argument with people because this exact thing. Oh, after Bill Cosby, now they coming for R. Kelly. What about Harvey Weinstein? What about all these other white men? They got it first. Wasn't no black man really fucking affected by Time's Up. The Bill Cosby shit been in fucking motion for years, and it's a black man and motherfucker put that shit back into the forefront, so why ain't y'all coming for Hannibal Buress? But it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Listen here. Again, 20 plus years. On top of the fact of somebody complained about Russell Simmons, he was part of the Time Up movement. Have you heard about Russell Simmons losing shit? Because that's Uncle Russ. Because our black men are already so fucking painted is violent and sexually deviant and not right and wild and crazy and don't give a fuck about the law, that we try to fucking ride for them. We need receipts. I didn't need a receipt. I believe Russell Simmons did that, and he even said that's not how I seen the situation, but now looking at it, I do realize, okay, I see it. Which was the best answer that he could have fucking gave. What was R. Kelly's response? Pink Ladies and T-Birds that have been watching all my videos, I've talked about Channel Awesome and the non-apology. Oh, no. That ain't shit compared to this statement. R. Kelly stands with the women of the Time's Up movement. But nobody has reached out to these women that R. Kelly keeps the company of. See, there's no denying that he got a harem of women. It's that it's not a sex cult and they're not being held against their will. But you brainwash somebody, they're being held against their will. It's just their will has been broken. You brainwashed them. That's what a cult is. On top of the fact that we don't have any proof. We've heard some reports of some misabuse and some mishandling happening. But we don't know. But I'm saying this man has a long line and list of receipts where he has sexually deviant behavior. And in order for you to sexually have a young child consent to have sex with you, and I did say consent, but it's still statutory rape, consent for you to do it, well, yeah, that's brainwashing too, so he good at it. Just over 20 years of being unchecked, he got better at it. But I've actually seen people saying they just are going after black men. No. See, and that's why so many women don't fucking come out. We're not coming after black men. We're trying to protect black women. And if you can't see that, and you're a man, and you're a black man, and you have a mother, a sister, an aunt, a cousin, a daughter, a niece, a cousin, and you're just like, it is what it is, till it happened to one of yours. There's a lot of sexual misconduct, sexual molestation, rape, physical abuse, domestic violence that black women just don't report because we are never fucking believed. And we're taught not to vilify our men. So we'll let them slide. But R. Kelly then slid way too motherfucking far. He gotta go. He gotta go. Ain't finished up on the apology. He stands with the women. Nobody asked these women that's in his little sex cult. In the company of the women that he keeps, nobody asked them if they're being held against their will. Well, I'm sure you fucking tell them what to say. Because you tell them when to eat, when they can eat, when they gotta pee, what to wear, and how you like to fuck whenever you pick one that you want to do that with. So they do everything that you say. Not talking to parents, not reaching out to parents, what have you. And, he compared it to black men and women being lynched for having sex or being thought of sex. This is not the same thing as right after slavery. This ain't the same thing as Emmett Till, where a white woman lied and said a little black boy raped him because she was fucking the neighbor. I mean, that's not Emmett Till, but I'm just saying, like, this ain't Rosewood. This ain't shit like that used to happen. You having an affair, your husband catch you dude right out the back. It was a black man, he raped me, and they find somebody and lie on who it is and get lynched. This is not the same thing, R. Kelly. You cannot compare that. We have receipts that you have been having sexual deviant behavior for 20 plus fucking years. This ain't a motherfucking stretch, nigga, and you not Hugh Hefner. It then ends the apology with R. Kelly will never be muted or silenced because his music is a part of Black American history. And honestly, it may be. But that shit now all has an asterisk next to it because we're listening to these songs that you're singing. Because, again, with the exception of, like, I Believe I Could Fly, Gotham City, You Are Not Alone, that was written for Michael Jackson. Maybe the song you had with Lady Gaga that you misconstrued because that was supposed to be a metaphor for how the media treats her and, like, just do what you want. Do what you want. You actually took it sexually because you're a sexual deviant and you really can't sing about nothing else. Even Trapped in the Closet is a big old sex scandal. That music is tainted now. 12 Play is one of the best albums, one of the best R&B albums ever. And it's one of the best albums, I'm just going to keep it blunt with you, to have sex to. Continuous, nonstop. But how do you now listen to that and not see him singing to a 15-year-old girl, a 16-year-old girl? You can't. So yeah, you a part of Black history as the Pied Piper, the fucking pedophile who married a 14-year-old starlet, who took another one of your proteges and fucked her niece on camera. And runs a sex ring. You have a harem. So yes, mute R. Kelly. I don't say mute him. I say cancel his ass altogether. He been canceled to me. But fuck you. And fuck anybody that's riding with you. I'm sorry. As of yet, we're still waiting for some of the artists that worked for him to make a comment. I'm sure that's a little touchy and touch and go. But that's it. Why so serious? Because we had to be so serious. So thank you to my patrons, as always. Thank you to my subscribers, as always. Thank you to the Rap Critic, Muse, Jamie Deluxe, Rude Jude, and Justin Hunt, because these are things that they have talked about over the past few months prior to this happening. That some of the information, even though I may have had it, I may have forgotten it, or there's been some additional information that was brought to me by them. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, that's awesome. If you want to give me a one-time payment through PayPal, that's awesome. All of that is in the link below. And go shorty, it's my birthday Saturday, so we're going to be happier on the next video. I fucking hope I don't got to come and do anything else serious, but this weighed on my heart heavy because I was on Twitter battling this shit for 12 hours. And also, do you know how hard it is for something to continue to trend for 12 hours? It's not like a major sporting event or like Oscars or the Grammys. This shit been trending since I got to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's still in the top 10 trending right fucking now at 7:30 in the evening. We fucking serious. Time's up. Keep it greasy. Deuces.
Kamehameha, attackers blazing, I'm so amazing. Japanimation, the anime on your cartoon station. So fulfilling, no adults swimming for about an hour. Revealing power, unorthodox amongst these cowards. Full transformation for Optimus Prime transformation. A good vibration from